Hey, happy Tuesday. Happy book review day. Today's book is Every Tool's a Hammer. Life is What You Make It. Adam Savage, who you probably know from Mythbusters or Tested, or his YouTube channel. And I really enjoy his perspective. His YouTube channel is super interesting. I love the Q&As that he does. And just his practical advice he gives for building and creation. This book is exactly what I'd hoped it would be. The introduction is one of those things that I could see giving to college graduates or anybody who wants to make it in life as a creator, whether it's an artist or a builder or writer or whatever. There's just some really good advice in there, plain practical advice about what it takes to do that, and that you should keep trying, regardless of kind of how many times you fail, and failure is part of that. And God, it was really inspiring, even though I've been trying to do things for, I don't know, most of my life that have been difficult and fall into that creative category. So some of this book is kind of a memoir of sorts. He definitely talks about the Mythbusters years. He talks about, Tested and some of those other things. But then, he also just goes into the types of tools you should have in a shop. The basic tools that you need and kind of why you might have more than one hammer. He talks about the different types of adhesives and tapes and glues, and he talks about how objects evolve from your initial plan to when you're actually done. And even though he's talking about building three-dimensional physical objects in that case, it certainly applies for writing or any other kind of creative endeavor. You start with an idea in mind, and by the end of it, it very rarely is exactly what you had in mind. It often takes on different twists and turns. There are pictures from his shop in here, at the back where he actually gives advice about tools. You can actually see the tools that he has. So, it's all laid out there for you. I also listened to the audiobook, and it's him reading it, which I always enjoy. He's a good reader. His voice comes across clearly, and of course he's got a sense of humor, and you get lots of wonderful little stories. But there's, like I said, very practical advice about building a shop, but then also things like how to get paid for somebody, for a project, how to anticipate how much work a task is actually going to cost you in terms of hours, and then figuring out how to bill that. And then, how to collect on bills and debts. So, anyway, super interesting. I really enjoyed it. Every tool is a hammer. Life is what you make of it. Adam Savage. What are you reading? Thanks.